Browns defense shut down the Titans, and it was a beautiful thing. I mean, I'm gonna tell you what's a beautiful thing. Not only was it a beautiful thing, it's the first time that they were punishing a team so much that they put the backup in. And on top of that, they didn't even allow them no points, no touchdowns. This defense has been so dominant, 72 or 70, I think 78 points on defense allowed. That is crazy. They've given up the third least amount of yards in a 3-game span since the 70s, since the merger. McNuggets was going over all these stats and how dominant they are. And the crazy part about it is they ain't even had the whole squad. Greg Newsome was out last week. The week before it was Juan Thornhill. Right? Like, it's ridiculous. We know what Myles Garrett can do. But when I was trying to tell people before, y'all need to put some respect on Myles Garrett's name, y'all wasn't trying to listen. He was running around here talking about, but G. Bush, Myles Garrett has another level he can get to. I just think TJ Watt is better than him. I think this, come on. You saw what Myles Garrett can do when he's on it. And what Jim Schwartz has done is unlock the ability of Myles Garrett to play with reckless abandon. And I've been saying it for how many years? If you go back and watch all my old stuff, what did G. Bush tell you? G. Bush told you what Joe Woods was not doing. Joe Woods was not doing what he was supposed to. And it showed up in the way that his team played. I was knocking on the door with the 4th and 14 with Chad Henne. That was me. But G. Bush, you just got to give him some time. Give him some stuff. Let him work it out a little bit. No. We're not going to be doing that. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. And I told you, this was an opportunity for the Cleveland Browns to really prove that they were ready to go, that they were an elite team, and I believe they're playing like the best team in the NFL on that side of the football. And of course, if we're going to talk about it, if you're going to be good, you got to have a nice graphic for them, though. Step your graphic game up, buddy. Myles Garrett, crazy game against the Titans. 5 total tackles, 4 solos, 3.5 sacks. 3 tackles for loss. Hit Derrick Henry in the run game in the backfield. 5 quarterback hits. Let's say that together, boys and girls. 5 quarterback hits. You do the super elite. It's never been a question. He gets mixtape moves. First week, he was playing basketball between his legs over the center. Went viral. This week, he's going in motion as a defensive end. Am I over here? Am I over here? Am I over here? Am I over here? Where you at, G. Bush? Where's Myles Garrett? Call timeout. This guy is clowning. And the part that really is so satisfying is this. It's not the fact that it's just him doing his thing. It's other people having career years. It's other people like J.O.K. balling out. It's other people like Greg Delpit having great years. It's other people like Denzel Ward playing like he's a lockdown corner. It's other people playing up front like Zadarius Smith coming off the edge. All of these guys have now elevated their game. And I'm telling you what, this is transferable. Completely transferable. This is not some like, fly by night type situation. This team and this defense has all the tools, all the characteristics of an all-time great defense. All-time great defense, especially when it comes to the defensive line. And I'll give Jim Schwartz credit for this. How many times have you saw where coaches are old school to a fault? How many times where you just stuck in the past? You don't understand what it is to coach new age players. You could only coach one way. It's just your way or the highway. It's your system. And there's coaches that get fired every day running their own system. What he found out was when you get buy-in, when you give somebody an opportunity to have skin in the game, they're really going to perform. They're going to buy into what you're saying. If you give your kid and you tell your kid, hey, look, you want a certain thing. You want a car. You want an allowance. You want some money. You want some shoes. You put me together a plan of 3 to 5 things that you're going to do to improve in your school, your chores around the house. Write it up, bring it to me, and we'll agree on it. I'm going to sign it. You're going to sign it. So now, if you hit everything on that list of what you want to do, and you hit everything on that list that you put together, that you game planned, that you had an input on, you're going to want it that much better. Because if you come to me halfway through, I'm going to be able to pull up the sheet and say, hold on. We met and you told me, you wrote this up and said, this is what you was going to do. And when you have your plan, guess what happens? You buy in. You go harder. You're going to say, I take ownership. That's what we want. We want ownership with players, not just Jim Schwartz. We want ownership with everybody in the unit. And when you get that ownership, here's what happens. When they take ownership, people start playing to say, well, listen, I like Myles Garrett, but I'm not waiting on Myles to go eat. I'm hungry today. I'm a person like this. My wife is a great cook. My wife she went to culinary school. But let's make no bones about it. If I get home, I'm not one of them dudes to be, honey, did you leave anything out? Oh, honey, I forgot to leave out. So I forgot to thaw something out of the refrigerator. Give me about an hour. We can whip something up. No. My dad always told me, don't put your stomach in somebody else's hands. Listen, don't go over to the party or the picnic over here with your coworkers because their idea of eating is different from your idea of eating, right? They might have some finger food over there, some hors d'oeuvres, a little meat tray, deli tray. You might want to eat before you get there. Don't go in there with your stomach all growly. You like, I thought they was going to have some meat up here. I thought maybe some ribs or some pork chop. They ain't got the hamburgers. They ain't got nothing. Y'all got crackers and a veggie tray. Do not put your food in your stomach in somebody else's hands, right? I don't be waiting for my wife to get home like that. Well, I thought we were going to eat dinner together. No, you didn't put the meat out. I'll be sitting down. I got Grubhub. I know how to throw some stuff in there. I'll be on the grill. Don't wait. Don't wait for me. And it's the same way when you talk about the Browns defense. Don't wait for Myles Garrett to make no plays. Grant Delpit, I think it's a contract year for you. Anthony Walker, I think you on a 1-year deal. JOK, it's a show and prove deal, right? Jordan Elliott, last year, your deal too. Maurice Hurst is on a 1-year deal. Zadarius Smith, 1-year deal. So these guys is hungry. They ain't waiting for Myles Garrett to eat. They want to eat. And that's when you get that energy. That's when you see they like a pack of wolves when it comes to the football. And I love the way they move it out here. 358 people in here. Let me get rid of this. 358 people here. Hit that like button for your boy. Let's get to some of your comments. Myles Garrett, he's playing great. Who is it right now besides Myles Garrett? I'll throw this out to you guys. Besides Myles Garrett, who do you think is playing the best on the defense so far? Besides Myles Garrett. Slow hanging fruit a little bit. Let's see what you got. Woo! Let's see. We got a couple of memberships. People let me shout these people out. Sleep Leo says, we need to resign Cooper and keep him the rest of his career. Being a great route tactician is longevity at the receiver position. As long as you can still get open and work the underneath routes and you're a good locker room guy, I don't understand why people feel that way. I don't think why we get rid of people. Bryce Outdoors became a YouTube member. Amen. Thank you guys, man. Thank you for becoming a member. And this definitely helps as well, man. I'm going to drive everybody. If you're just now watching this is a great opportunity. Over here at the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show, we've diversified some of our programming. You got behind the scenes. You got behind the glass with our producer shows. That's Earl, Anthony, and McNuggets. You get the post-game show with me, Earl, McNuggets. You get the barbershop with just your boy Monday, Monday and Wednesday, right? You're getting that too. And then you get Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show 11-1 every single weekday, plus the opportunity to be overtime. So we are doing something. We're trying to revolutionize this thing where we're trying to give you different variations of content across our platform. And hopefully, everything ain't for everybody. But we trying to make it where when you drop down on Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show, we got content for everybody. So thank you, Bryce Miller Outdoors, for becoming a member as well. We appreciate you. And Dathan Wheeler, thank you so much for the super chat. We appreciate all of what you do and your support. And I definitely appreciate that, man. Frank Bennett says, between me and you, G. Bush, the ref was looking away and then seeing Cooper by the sideline and thought, oh, he must have been out of bounds and blew the whistle. But luckily we want that smoke. Much love. I appreciate you. Listen, they do that all the time. And I think naturally, people anticipate stuff. You know, I always tell athletes when I talk to young players, don't anticipate contact. Don't anticipate that he's going to hit you and you're going to fall. Run through that. Right? You know, you can run through that. Sometimes you could definitely get that, right? So let's continue to move on. Here we go. Willie Mo says, how long can this defense go without allowing a touchdown at home? Keep it going. I don't know, but I love it. I love the streak. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Keep that boy moving. Captain Peanut says, let's give Z some sacks and watch our defense get kicked. I think that's getting her butt kissed on every sports talk show. Ooh-wee. I get what you were saying. I think you had a little typo in there, but I get what you're saying, man. I'm always love this. Hey, Carrie, thank you so much. I listen, we appreciate you, their love, and appreciate everything you guys doing. Let's get a couple more in here before we go to break. Listen, I am kind of fun to watch. I ain't gonna lie. I'll be feeling I'll be funny. Sometimes people don't be laughing, but on the internet, I'm crazy fun. Let's see. Let me get one more in there. Let me get one more. Who's been balling? Bryce Miller Outdoor says JOK. I think JOK has been playing out of his mind. I think he's been playing. Listen, you know, when DeQuell Jackson came on the Ultimate Cleveland Schwartz show, and he was talking about how he they had to cut him. When you listen to this, man, these guys is flying around. I mean, he's downhill. He hit Derrick Henry one time. Derrick Henry looked like he saw a ghost. He's like, I know good and well this ain't the Cleveland Browns. I know these cats ain't just hit me in the backfield. I mean, it was rough sledding for him. He couldn't get moving. JOK, that speed he got is undeniable. If he continues to play like this, Anthony Walker even looked fast. Anthony Walker come off a quad injury. Taki's looking good. It's just, you know, anytime in the past you get mad, I like offense. But now even when they say, you know what, we got to punt, I look forward to our defense. I look forward to seeing what our defense is going to do. I mean, this is crazy, man. And I asked you, who's balling? Besides Myles Garrett, who's balling the most? Hey, man, Allen, you know what it is. Allen says, that's your boy Grant Delpit. Zach says Denzel Ward. Free Tilly says Delpit. Christina, we got another Delpit. Clyde says Ward. Michael Moore, Delpit. Levi, Grant Delpit. Jimmy, Grant Delpit. Delpit and Ward. Ward has been killing. Grant Delpit. Man, listen, he's been. I'll say this: Grant Delpit is on his game plan. He looks like an impact. One of them safeties back where Troy Polamalu was playing. Not to that extent. Don't get it twisted. But the style when Ed Reed was roaming, Charles Woodson was roaming. I love me an impact safety, a guy that's around the football that can hit. He's been wrapping up. When Grant Delpit hit you, you going down nowadays. It's been crazy like that. It's just been nuts like that.